Hello, future HomeworkTitan app investors, and welcome to our App Investor Welcome video. The HomeworkTitan app will connect to online learning management systems as well as the students' calendar app and their notifications. HomeworkTitan will remind students at 2 weeks prior, 1 week prior, 2 days, and 1 day prior to assignments becoming due. It will also remind the student via phone or watch notifications every few hours after an assignment was due. Students will be able to change this setting in their notification settings. Notifications will also not stop until the student taps a button that says assignment complete, which will trigger a response to ask them for a grade. This notification can also be turned off and will be a part of the in app purchases. The HomeworkTitan app will also keep track of students' grades and will help them to identify trends. I am Stephanie Galvan Russell. I am a middle school librarian in Austin, Texas, and I am the creator of the HomeworkTitan app. I serve as past chair on the Texas Maverick Graphic Novel Reading List Committee, and I am an active member of both the Texas Library Association and the Texas Computer Education Association. I have a blog called The Lispy Librarian that has won many awards, and thanks to my work with many different types of students of different ages, I have found that online learning is becoming more prevalent, especially now after working through and teaching in a pandemic, and where teachers are using more online learning systems to do their assignments for students. Through all of this learning and all of my experience, I have found that HomeworkTitan is something that we desperately need. While I have been in the instructional design educational doctoral program and throughout my master's program, which was also online, I have found that while I consider myself a planner person and I love being able to write down my assignments and my goals, it is really helpful and would be great if I had something that could give me notifications on my iPhone or my Apple Watch that I didn't have to put in myself. McKenna et al. Found that students need preparation for the self discipline and self direction that online learning classes require. Dupin Bryant also reported that these two factors were critical to the success and the retention of online students. Almost a third of the students in Stelnicki et al. Study asserted that they did not have a well developed set of skills to allow them to plan, focus, juggle, and remember information. These tasks are not done in isolation. In other words, planning is difficult to do if students cannot focus their attention or remember information. Because of these, students need a way to keep track of assignments and their grades so that they can plan and better manage their time. The HomeworkTitan app hopes to remedy the situation and help students to have a way to be reminded of upcoming assignments and help them to learn how to manage their time better. In another study, Sheriff et al. Collected 610 responses from 2 and 4 year college instructors. Most of the responses came from faculty who had taught for more than 11 years. The faculty overwhelmingly indicated that their students were not ready for college due to their lack of organizational skills, such as time management and the ability to set priorities to successfully complete college level work. The responses to this survey indicated that incoming college students did not know how to ask for help when needed, take notes, or organize their information. Self regulated learning pertains to a student's ability to understand the learning environment and control and manipulate it enough to develop an effective learning environment. These students also achieve their objectives by selecting, adapting, and or inventing the strategies that will help them achieve a specific learning goal. Well, thanks to HomeworkTitan, we hope that students will not have to invent new strategies, but rather will learn strategies about how to manage their time thanks to the notifications from this app. It was found that the three factors of self regulation that had an effect on the students' online learning behavior, ordered by the scale of influence, included self reaction, self observation, and decision making, had multiple correlations with online learning behavior. The HomeworkTitan app hopes to improve online learning behavior and help students to positively influence their online learning behavior by being able to better keep track of their assignments. In an interview that I conducted with 10 middle school students, 8 out of 10 students indicated that they would be interested in a mobile application for their phones that would talk to Canvas, which was the online learning management system of these students, and it would remind them about assignments and keep them on task. Another student shared an idea to also have the HomeworkTitan app connect to the iPhone screen time tracker and notify students while they are on social media to instead work on homework assignments. While this is a great idea, this is not a current part of the HomeworkTitan app. The HomeworkTitan app right now is only designed to connect to learning management systems and notify students when assignments are upcoming. And I would also like to add that the two students who were not interested said that they would only not be interested because they turn notifications off on their phones anyway. The HomeworkTitan app aims to solve this problem by syncing to the student's learning management system and their assigned assignments. It will then sync the due date to the user's phone calendar app and remind students of their due dates at 2 weeks prior, 1 week prior, 2 days, and 1 day prior to the assignment becoming due. It will also remind the student when their assignment is late. HomeworkTitan hopes to help students stay on top of their assignments and better manage their time. The design of the database in the HomeworkTitan app is one in which users will input their information and then connect the app to their learning management system, which will then connect to the user's phone calendar and the notifications. Users will have to input their user information, such as their name, their grade level, their school, and their email address, as well as the learning management system's information and the email address that they have associated with their learning management system. The HomeworkTitan app will use a network design database because the model allows each record to have multiple parent and multiple child records, which, when visualized, form a web like structure of networked records. And in just a second, you will be able to see this web like structure. A network design database will best serve our HomeworkTitan app because it allows for a more natural modeling of relationships between records or entities as opposed to a hierarchical model. In our first database table, this is how the user information will be input. Students will create their user ID, which will be a number type, and it will be connected to their student email that is associated with their LMS account. They will then have to put in their LMS type, such as Canvas, Blackboard, Google Classroom, etc., their grade level, their first name, and their last name. The assignment scheduler will be synced to the user's calendar app, and the notifications and the notification permissions will also be object types and will have to be allowed in the phone settings. Now we'll get into the network design. This is what the input information web will look like. So here is the student's information. This is a one-to-many relationship, and then the LMS type will sync to Canvas, Schoology, or Google Classroom. Blackboard is a coming learning management system that will become a part of the HomeworkTitan app in a few updates. The data flow diagram looks like this. The LMS type forms a one-to-many relationship with Canvas, Schoology, and Google Classroom, which then syncs to the LMS assignments. Now, instructors must classify assignments as assignments in their LMS in order to sync with the app. If they are not classified as assignments, such as if they are created as pages where information is given about an assignment, it will not sync correctly. So that is something that will have to be shared with instructors if students use this app. The LMS assignments then sync to the phone calendar, which will then prompt the notifications and the notifications on settings. Then the data flow diagram looks like this. This is for the grade storage and notification process. This is how the notifications and the grade processes will run in the HomeworkTitan app. Finally, we will discuss marketing. Marketing plans are going to be created for specific users of the HomeworkTitan app. HomeworkTitan creators are open to marketing suggestions, but for now, most marketing will be done via social media. Revenue for advertising will be generated through app purchases and in-app purchases. The HomeworkTitan app will be $2.99 for the initial app purchase. There will be a 10-day free trial for users, and then subscriptions will start at $5 a month. The subscription revenue for this will go to paying learning management systems who are allowing HomeworkTitan to connect to their databases, as well as paying the employees and creators of HomeworkTitan. This app is made for students, so students will be using it. Pflugerville Middle School's population is 858 students, and the population of Sam Houston State University for the fall semester is 21,679 students. An assumption can be made that at least 21,000 students will be using the app depending on how many schools share it with their students and how word of mouth travels and promotes the app. The HomeworkTitan app will connect to online learning management systems as well as the student's calendar app and notifications. It will again remind students at 2 weeks prior, 1 week prior, and 2 days and 1 day prior to the assignments coming due. We hope that the HomeworkTitan app will be shared student to student as well as school to school, and it will allow students to keep track of their assignments. Students have already stated interest in using an app such as this, and it will be used to keep track of assignments and help them to be better organized. In just a few seconds, I will share how there are other apps similar to HomeworkTitan, but how HomeworkTitan does the job better. Some user profiles that we hope to work with or work for at HomeworkTitan are K-12 students, students between 12 and 18 in private and public K-12 schools. These students are who the app is generally and specifically aimed at. We chose these students because these are the ones that seem to be the ones that need more help in organizing, and then when they become higher education students, will have those skills that will help them to become better online learning students and be able to better manage their time. Higher ed students are students aged 18 to 22 in courses with online assignments and those that are in all online higher education programs. We also would like to be able to provide services to graduate students in online graduate programs, as well as K-12 admin, which are administrators in public and private K-12 schools. These administrators can encourage the app's use to teacher and students. Tutors for students in any type of school program who help keep track and aim to improve students' grade are also someone that we would like to share this app with, but we currently do not have any marketing plans for them. Specific marketing plans for specific user profiles are: for K-12 students, marketing for these students will be primarily through social media ads such as TikTok, YouTube, and Snapchat ads. These apps were chosen because these are where these students are most likely to be found based on their age range. Pricing for these specific ads was unavailable, but budgeting will be about $250 a month. Ads are paid for based on clicks, and so that is why this money amount for the budget was chosen. Marketing for higher ed students will be primarily through social media as well, through Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube ads, as well as streaming services advertisements. The same reason for the marketing for the K-12 students is for higher ed students, as this is where students will be spending most of their out of school time on these apps. Pricing for these specific ads was unavailable, but we'll be budgeting about $200 a month. Graduate students. Marketing for graduate students will be primarily through Facebook ads. Again, pricing for these specific ads was unavailable, but will be budgeted about $250 per month. K-12 admin marketing for these users will be through email at educational professional development conferences and educational events. There has not been a marketing plan set up for tutors, but we hope to find one in the future. Revenue for advertising will be generated through app purchases and in-app purchases. Some similar apps are listed here: My Homework Student Planner, My Study Life School Planner, Class Timetable, Todoist, iHomework, and the Homework app are all apps where students have to put in their upcoming assignments as well as the due dates. These apps do not connect to the phone calendar and only have notifications from the actual app. So students have to input the assignments and the due dates themselves. Show My Homework and iStudies Pro, as well as iHomework, do the similar thing, but students can also keep track of their grades. Slater Homework Answers app is one where students can keep track of their upcoming assignments and also look for answers and ways to do their homework, as well as look up assignments that are similar. The difference between these apps and HomeworkTitan is that in these, this user must input their assignments and the due dates themselves, rather than automatically connecting to the learning management system. And this is where we think that HomeworkTitan is a game changer because it automatically will connect to the service that the student is having their assignments put in, and then will connect to the student's calendar app, which will then be able to notify them on their phone or on their watch. I hope that this has been an informational session, and should you be interested in investing in the Homework Titan app, you can contact me at smg050@shsu.edu or on any social media at Lispy Librarian. My references are here. Should you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Thank you, and thank you again for considering Homework Titan. Goodbye.